Hello everyone, I'm Poonam Vohra and welcome each one of you to the Question of the Day series, where every day is a step closer to excelling in economics. Today, the focus is on case study carrying 6 marks in macroeconomics. This case study is about the composition of GDP and welfare. So let's begin. I will read the case study for you. In 2024, India's GDP was projected to grow by 6.4%, a decline from the 8.2% growth recorded in the previous fiscal year. This slowdown was attributed to a weaker manufacturing sector and reduced corporate investments. The GDP composition remained consistent with previous years, with the services sector contributing approximately 55%, industry around 26%, and agriculture about 19%. Despite the services sector's dominance, a significant portion of the population continued to rely on agriculture for their livelihood. In terms of welfare, the government allocated substantial funds to social programs. The Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme received 86,000 crore, an increase from the previous year's allocation. However, approximately 20% of this budget was used to clear pending dues from the prior fiscal year. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare was allocated Rs 90,659 crore, marking a 13% increase over the previous year's revised estimates. This increase aimed to enhance healthcare services across the nation. Despite these efforts, challenges persisted. High inflation and slowing consumption raised concerns about economic stability. The middle class faced income stagnation, and rural spending remained subdued, leading to worries about a shrinking middle class. In summary, while India's GDP composition in 2024 continued to be led by the services sector, the government maintained its focus on welfare programs to support vulnerable populations. However, economic challenges such as high inflation and slowing consumption underscored the need for balanced policy interventions to ensure inclusive growth. The link of the sources of this case study are given here. On the basis of the case study, you are required to answer the following questions. 1. What factors contributed to the slowdown in India's GDP growth from 8.2% to 6.4% in 2024? 2. How does the allocation of 20% of Mahatma Gandhi Employment Guarantee Scheme budget to clear previous dues affect its effectiveness? 3. What are the implications of high inflation and slowing consumption on India's middle class? So let us have a look at the solution. For the first question, which is what factors contributed to the slowdown in India's GDP growth from 8.2% to 6.4% in 2024? This slowdown was primarily due to weaker manufacturing sector and reduced corporate investments. High inflation also impacted consumer spending, further contributing to the decline in GDP growth. Question 2. How does the allocation of 20% of the Mahatma Gandhi Employment Guarantee Scheme budget to clear previous dues affect its effectiveness? Allocating a significant portion of the Mahatma Gandhi Employment Guarantee Scheme budget to settle past dues limits the funds available for current and future employment projects, potentially reducing its capacity to provide rural employment and support livelihood. Question 3. What are the implications of high inflation and slowing consumption on India's middle class? High inflation erodes purchasing power, leading to reduced consumer spending. Combined with income stagnation, this results in a subdued rural economy and concerns about a shrinking middle class, which can hinder overall economic growth. As you have noticed, that answers to all the questions are in the case study itself. You need to know how to extract the information, and for that, you need to have clarity in the concept as well as skill to critically analyze the case study. Sometimes you may need to answer questions which are of general awareness, but based on the basic concepts you have studied in the class. So be careful about the basic concepts and keep practicing such questions. Join me tomorrow for another such case study in the series. Till then, stay motivated and keep learning. See you in the next session. Thank you.